Coach, sorry, I'm fending off kittens here on my keyboard. Two-part question. One, Tamari's defense on Elizabeth Kitley, I think she only scored 4 points. And then the ACC network picked up you having a really good conversation with Jordan Horston there in the handshake line where she was smiling and you were telling her good job. Just what was that conversation about? And those are just the two questions right now.
Yeah, I'm glad you led with Tamari Key's defense because, anybody just watching that game that doesn't know anything about Virginia Tech has no idea how good her defense was. That is a 20-point player. She's got a future career as a basketball player in the pros, and Tamari was excellent defensively, and I'm so proud of her. And that doesn't even count the double again that she had. So really proud of Tamari. Jordan had a tough night, and she was in foul trouble. We were able to squeeze some minutes there out of her, and I think it was hard to get her back in just the rhythm and the flow of the game. And so at one point I got after her pretty good in the game. And the post game was basically me hugging her and telling her that's why, because at the end of the game, she made some plays that we absolutely had to have. And that's why I was proud of her. I just wanted to remind her that's why. And, just make sure that she always knows that, if I'm coaching her tough, or if I'm just coaching with her, I'm always going to support her.
Cora.
How about Sarah Puckett? She has increased her offensive production every game, and it's not the first time she's come up big in the fourth quarter, but just talk about her composure and, how impressed are you with her as a freshman to be able to go on a 6-0 run by herself to give you guys the lead again?
Yeah, she's so consistent and so even keeled. She's just so steady. And she was scoring, and I told somebody, I think I ran every play I had to her there in the fourth quarter. We were trying to get her the ball in different positions. She can post up a guard. She can bring a forward down in the floor. She can do a lot of different things. And that was huge for us. And, the one thing that we talked about before the game with our team, do your job. Every single play, what is your job? You need to do your job, that play, that possession, whether it's offense, defense, rebounding, whatever that is. And literally, Sarah just grabbed her lunch pail and did her job in that fourth quarter.
Kellyanne.
Hey, Coach, I have a two-parter. One, what does Jordan Horston need to do to stay out of foul trouble? And two, how important is it for your team's success to continue to give Tamari Key the ball and let her score on offense?
Well, I think our team was looking for Tamari, especially in that second half, and I think that was important. Tamari wanted it. I thought we did a really good job there of really attacking the post. Jordan will be fine. She got picked up an early one, a tic-tacky one that she can probably avoid those a little bit. She picked up one. I don't remember which one it was. She didn't even know she fouled that one. So, I think it's just being a little bit more aware of, I might have to let this go. All right. And she can do that. She'll be fine. We'll work on it.
Maria.
Coach, this was really your first true road game since you were at UCF, and your team handled it in a particularly tough third quarter. A team that doesn't have a lot of mental strength could have folded after that third quarter. Just what ignited Tennessee in the fourth quarter?
Well, I do think we fell back on the confidence that we have in those situations. I really do think that was important. There was no panic. We were motivating on the sideline. The bench was loud. It was just a matter of digging in. And I thought we got a little frustrated in the third quarter, but we just never completely panicked. I didn't want the frustration to completely take over, and it didn't. And that's some mental strength and fortitude right there to give yourself a chance in that fourth quarter. It was loud. It was very loud. It was the most hostile environment we've been in thus far, which will be another thing we could put in our pocket and draw on that later on. It was a great environment, honestly, and I'm just really proud. This is a big win.
Cora.
Your defense was able to contain most everyone except for Shepherd, who, had 30 points. You can't stop her when she's going like that. But, you had much more balanced offensive production. So I guess, how is that going to help you down the line with these tough matchups when they have someone scoring 30 points, but you're still able to overcome that?
Well, I think a couple things. I know this kid, she played great, and we guarded her well. And she scored 30. It wasn't like we left her alone or lost her. I'm telling you, there were times that I don't know what else we could have done defensively, and that's how well she was playing. So I do want to give credit to both Brooklyn Miles and Jordan Walker. They made her work for everything. Now, she earned it. She absolutely earned it. But I do believe she missed her last two. And I do think them wearing on her, it finally paid off. The 30 points, it's a lot. I think that it's easy to overlook. They had to really work to keep her at 32 tonight. I know that sounds crazy, but I think our balance offensively was good. I think it's important. I think we need that both inside and outside. We had Jordan Walker shooting the ball well in the first half, Sarah Puckett scoring, Tamari Key scoring, people making some big buckets. The thing about us, you can have an off night, you could have somebody scoring 30. You may not be able to figure some piece of this game out, but our players have just been so tough and so mentally strong that we have a chance. Right. We can give up 30 to somebody and still have a chance to win. We can shoot poorly for 3 quarters and still have a chance to win because we've just been so tough mentally. And that's what I'm proud of.
Karthik.
Hey, Coach, were you aware of the Virginia Tech's home winning streak against non-conference foes and, just being able to snap a 63-game streak in such a hostile environment?
No, I was not. Thanks for not telling me that one, Eric, before the game. I was not, but I do know, I know this is a really tough place to play. And this is a very good basketball team, a very well-coached team going into the game. It's only lost 1 game, and so they're going to win a lot this year. Like I said, that's a big win. And you just back me up with some stats. Thank you.
Cora.
Going back to Tamari Key a little bit, we've talked about how consistent she is, but this was kind of her first true big test with Elizabeth Kittley. How big of a confidence booster should this be for her moving forward?
Well, I bragged on her an awful lot after the game, and I know she, gets a little embarrassed at that at times, but she deserved it. She earned it. I think Tamari's playing with great confidence now, period. And, that's you don't often go in a game playing against an Elizabeth Kittley where you feel like, I think we can handle that. Right. And that's the only reason we have confidence going in there is because we have Tamari Key. And, she's got to be one of the best defense players in the country right now. And that's, with how she's able to affect the game in so many ways. So she should carry this over. She's got should have a lot of confidence.
Maria.
Coach, this preceded you, but Tennessee went into this game with a 2-game losing streak to Virginia Tech, 2015 and 16, and they were all very close games, I think 4 points. So I like you said, this is a very tough team to play, and I'm not sure a lot of people realize that, but they probably do now. I wanted to ask you about the turnovers. You ended up with 17, but you had 7 in the first quarter, so you really got that number under control for the rest of the game. And then you actually won the points off turnovers 21-20. Just how did y'all effectively get that number squared away?
Well, I think we were a little bit more patient. We weren't trying to force things as much throughout the game. And the majority of our turnovers came off of walks, off of travels. And, if we can cut those out, that'll help. But I thought we did a better job not trying to make a play when it wasn't there. I thought that was the biggest key for us to keep that under control. And then, I'm not sure when the majority of their turnovers happened, probably in the second half. We were able to, I'd say we hung tough defensively. We really did. And, got some deflections, really did a better job, I thought, on the boards there in that fourth quarter. And I thought that was important.
Karthik.
Sorry, I meant to lower my hand. I don't have a question.
All right. Thank you all.
Thank you, guys.